We understood the reasons for discontentment those were the reasons for the mutiny of 1857. Now let's move further that how the process of mutiny began and what were the progress of 1857 revolt. Okay, so according to some scholar, it is believed that 1857 was a pre-planned and organized event. So different leaders in different parts of the country, like religious leaders, farmers, former rulers, artisans, soldiers, and civilians, took part in the mutiny. And it is said that to spread the messages regarding this mutiny, they used pamphlets, lotus, and other flowers. And also they used the religious places and the festivals to spread the messages. So it was said that it was planned that on 31st May 1857 that mutiny would begin throughout the country, but it began before the fixed day. Okay. So the first incident that took place was in Barakpore army camp in Bengal. So what happened that the soldiers of the 19th battalion refused to use the fed grease cartridges. So the officers disbanded the group. That is the 19th battalion was disbanded. So what does disbanded means was the battalion was removed from the army. They were banned from in the army. Okay, and at the same time the Mangal Pandey, a soldier of 34th battalion, rushed with loaded rifle. He loaded a rifle and he went against the Sergeant Major Hughes. So Sergeant Major Hughes gave the order to arrest the Mangal Pandey, but Mangal Pandey fired at him and the Sergeant Major Hughes died over there. Another Lieutenant Bagh came forward to arrest the Mangal Pandey, but Mangal Pandey fired upon him and he was killed. But then Mangal Pandey was arrested on 8 April 1857 and he was hanged till death, and he became the first martyr of the mutiny of 1857. And because of this incident, both the 19th and 34th battalion of the army was disbanded. Okay. Then what happened was that the real mutiny started in Meerut on 10th May 1857, where 90 soldiers were given new fat greased cartridges in order to bite off the cap of the cartridges. But 85 out of 90 reduced to do so. 85 out of 90 didn't touch the cartridges, and because of that they were court martialed, that is they were tried in the court of the army and they were imprisoned for 10 years. They were put in the jails for the 10 years, and also along with that their uniforms were taken on the ground of parade and they were put in the chains and they were put behind the bars. Okay, so the remaining soldier in the army revolted against the Britishers to free those 85 imprisoned soldiers. So what happened then was, from there the rebel soldiers marched towards Delhi and captured Delhi and declared Basha Bahadur Shah as the Emperor of India. So to free those 85 soldiers, they revolted against the Britishers and many British officers were killed. And after that they went to Delhi, they captured the Delhi and they declared that Basha Bahadur Shah would be their king, would be the emperor of the India. So the Delhi at that time became the center of the rebellion. Okay, and it was said that the Emperor Bahadur Shah was again known as the real emperor of India, and the flag of Bahadur Shah was also known as the flag of the rebellion. And during those time, the mutiny in North India, the main centers were Kanpur, Lucknow, Jhansi, Patna, Jagdishpur and Bareilly. So Nana Sahib was a leader from Kanpur. Begum Hazrat Mahal cleverly inspired civil rebellions, and the Queen Queen of Jhansi Lakshmi Bai, and other female soldiers fought bravely up to 15 days against the big British army. Okay, and also the Kunwar Singh of Jagdishpur at the age of 82 led the rebellion and struggle against Britishers, and also Bahadur Khan was the main leader in the Bareilly. So these were the centers and the people that revolted from the North India. So let's have the centers that were across India. So in North India we have Banaras, Allahabad, Faiziabad, Agra. Those were the main centers of North India. In Rajasthan, Nimra, Nasirabad, Abu were the main centers. In Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior, Jhansi, Indore, Mahav, Mandsaur and Dhar were the main centers. In Gujarat, Ahmedabad, Godhra, Patan, Kheralu, Kheda, Dwarka, Okha, Vijapur and Sabarkantha were the main centers. Then in Maharashtra, Satra, Kolhapur, Belgaum, Jorapura, Savanwadi and Nagargund were the main centers. And along that, in Gujarat, the main leaders were Gabbar Das, Mukhi, Jodha Manek, Mulu Manek and Magan Buka. Along with them, the tribals of Pandarwada of Sabarkantha district were also the main fighters among the rebellions. So in short, all the people all over the India, that is who belong to different religious, caste, languages, participated actively in the mutiny of 1857. Okay. Now let's have a map over here. We have a map over here in which the main centers of the revolution, the revolt were given. So you can see the places marked with the black circle, the black dot were the main places where the revolution took place all over the India. Okay. Then we have a map of Gujarat. Over here you can see some centers of revolution of 1857 in Gujarat. Here we have Ahmedabad, then Nadiad, Bharuch, then Chota Udaipur, Patan and various other places were that is marked in Gujarat were the main centers for the revolution of 1857 in Gujarat. Okay. So this were the beginning and the progress of 1857. As we understood the beginning and the progress of the revolt, we know that in various parts of India the revolt was going on. Still, Britishers were able to contain that revolt and they were successful in doing so. So Britishers won this revolt and they were able to suppress the rebellions. But before moving on to the reasons for the failure of the revolt, let's see the format of the mutiny. And there are various opinions regarding this mutiny. So, because of the controversies that we have on the format of mutiny of 1857, various authors and various historians have their views. Like Charles Reck has written in his book Notes on the Revolt in the Northwestern Province of India that the mutiny was only the mutiny of soldiers and in some part of the country it had taken the form of public revolt. So according to Charles Reck, this mutiny was the mutiny of soldiers only, but in some part it took the form of public revolt. Then various writers, Indian writers, namely Kishore Chandra Mitra, Shambhu Chandra Mukhopadhyay, Harish Chandra Mukherjee and Sri Syed Ahmad Khan have stated that this revolt was only the revolt of soldiers. So according to this Indian authors, this revolt was the revolt of the soldiers only. But the diplomats of England, Disraeli and Judge McCarthy found that this revolt as a political and religious revolt against British rule. So according to the diplomats of England, Disraeli and the Judge McCarthy, they found that this revolt as a political and religious revolt against the British rule. Okay. Then most historians, writers and political leaders like Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, Pattabhai Sitaramayya, Ashok Mehta, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Jawaharlal Nehru summarize the revolt as the first war of independence. Okay. So according to the Dr. S.N. Sen, he wrote in his book in 1857 that the mutiny started as a religious war and it resulted in the War of Independence. So according to Dr. Sen, the mutiny started as the religious war which resulted into the War of Independence. Okay. Then in one of his books by Ashok Mehta, The Great Rebellion, that is, the book name is The Great Rebellion, he has tried to prove that the mutiny was nationwide. So according to Ashok Mehta, the mutiny was nationwide. Okay. And also according to our first president of India, that is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he has said that only the mutiny of soldiers but the rebellion of people also. So this mutiny was not only the mutiny of the soldiers but also the rebellion of the people also. And Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has described it as a revolt of people against the foreign rulers. So according to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, this revolt was against the foreign ruler. Okay. Then Dr. Radhakrishna stated that there had been many lapses in mutiny and leadership, but the heroism and sacrifice shown was inspiration for future rebellion. So according to Radhakrishnan, there were many lapses, there were many legs in the mutiny, there were many faults in the mutiny, but the heroism and sacrifice shown in this mutiny were to be the inspiration for the future rebellion. Okay. So this is how the mutiny, the controversy regarding the format of mutiny of 1857 is described by the various authors, historians, writers, etc. Okay. Now it was not just a sepoy mutiny. As we summarize, that some writers have summarized this mutiny as the mutiny of soldiers only, but it is not true. Why? To call this mutiny as only soldiers is not right, because though it started by the soldiers, but later on the rebel leaders such as Mughal Badshah Bahadur Shah Zafar, Nana Sahib, Rani Lakshmibai, Hazrat Mahal, Zeenat Mahal joined the mutiny, because this was not only of the soldiers, though the soldiers started, but later on the rebel leaders started to join, and also later on the local public also participated in this mutiny in the various part of the country like Lucknow, Bareilly, Jagdishpur, Patan, Godhra, etc. And also during this mutiny there was strong unity among Hindus and Muslims. So calling this mutiny just as the Sepoy mutiny is not correct, because there were many people, whether many rebel leaders that participated in this mutiny. Okay. Also, this mutiny is termed as Great Uprising. Why it is termed as Great Uprising? Because this mutiny was more than a revolt and less than a freedom movement. So because this was a more than a revolt and it was less than a freedom movement, and it was the first major uprising against the Britishers, that's why it is known as Great Uprising. Okay. So why it is termed as less than a freedom movement? Because the idea of patriotism did not take the full shape during this time. Okay. And this mutiny happened because the sepoy understood the humiliation suffered at the hands of the Britishers, the arrogance of the Britishers, and their inhumane attitude. So this mutiny happened because of the various factors, and not because of the nationalism, not because of the idea of patriotism. That's why this mutiny is termed as the Great Uprising, and not as a freedom movement. Okay, so this mutiny is more than a revolt and less than a freedom movement, that it is a great uprising. But this great uprising is an inspiration for the future freedom movements, and that's why it is also termed as the first war of independence. Okay. So the format of this mutiny was that it was not just a sepoy mutiny, and also it was a great uprising. Okay.